Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I create this flawless base. If you're looking for a natural base which stays long lasting and does not cake up throughout the day, then please continue watching. If you want your base to look flawless, make sure your skin is thoroughly prepped, and that is why I have put always the emphasis on the skincare. I always started off with the toner. This is the Neutrogena alcohol free toner. I have been using it from years and years. This actually does not strip my skin, regulates the oil control and all the pH balance on my skin. If you have got like oily T-zone, I definitely recommend you guys to invest into a good toner. So my skincare is like very basic, and you don't need to have too many of skincare products on your face before applying your foundation, because that can end up caking your face. And always kind of keep your skincare simple. Just cleansing, toning and moisturizing is much more than enough. So the next step in my skincare is I always moisturize my face, and this is what you guys know I use and love. This is the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Face Cream. It has hyaluronic acid, which helps up to plump the skin, as well as has peptides, which helps with the skin texture. I kind of massage the face cream all over my face and allow it to sit on my face for around like 5 minutes before I move into the next step. Also, I use this Laneige lip sleeping mask on my lips to kind of hydrate and plump my lips. Sometimes when you're blending the foundation, it can just kind of collect around your lips. Alright, so next I'm going to be moving into my primers. So two of my favorite primers I can highly recommend is one from Milk Makeup. This is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. It is quite tacky on the skin and it locks the foundation. Benefit Professional Primer creates a kind of like a silky canvas on your face. Also claims to smoothen your pores. This is one of the primers I'm gonna suggest, and I'm gonna just use it around the areas where I have got some texture, fine lines. I just take like one pump for my entire face, and it's kind of like really tacky, which helps to grip your foundation throughout your day. You guys see how tacky this primer is. So for my foundation, I'm gonna be taking the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation. This is a medium to full buildable coverage foundation. I'm just gonna take one pump on the back of my hand. It's a water-based foundation. It's gonna be perfect for people with oily skin, and this is the shade Linen. One thing about this foundation is that it oxidizes on your skin, so you can always go for one shade lighter than your natural skin tone. I'm gonna be taking like a damp beauty sponge and start pressing the product into the skin. And I always bring the foundation down to my neck. So for my concealer, I'm going to be taking two shades. This one is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. This is in the shade Medium Warm. This I particularly use to kind of correct a little bit of bluish undertones. And to brighten, I'm going to be taking the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. Now this is in the shade Tan Sand. A little bit around my forehead, the places where I just want to kind of highlight. And I'm going to take this side of my beauty sponge to start kind of blending the concealer in my skin. Make sure to only blend the concealer around the area where you have applied. Don't drag it around, otherwise it's gonna just start looking really crazy. Okay, to bring back some dimension back into my face, I'm going to be taking my Soul Beauty Cream to Powder Bronzer. This is in the shade Dark. This is kind of like a dupe to the Chanel Cream Bronzer. I'm going to take it on kind of like an angled brush. Swirl this brush into the product, packing the product here. Don't mind if you start looking crazy in the beginning, because that's what we're going to just blend the product. And I take a little bit of the product here, my jawline. And I go back with the same beauty sponge to kind of start blending it into my skin. Next, I'm going to be taking my liquid blush. This is a liquid blusher from Made by Mitchell. Now this is in the shade Melon Sorbet. It's also kind of cream to powder consistency, and I keep the product here. And using the same sponge, I'm gonna just dab the product right around my cheekbones. This gives a healthy kind of like a flush back into the skin, which is what I like. Next, I'm gonna set my face, but before going there, I'm gonna just dab the concealer back under my eyes. And to set my under eyes, I'm gonna be taking the Makeup Revolution Luxury Banana Powder, and I'm gonna take it on a powder puff and start setting my under eyes like so. This also brightens my under eyes, so this is what I love about this. I'm also gonna bake it around my nose area to kind of do this reverse contouring technique. Okay, to set the rest of my face, I'm going to be taking the Maybelline Fit Me pressed powder. Now this is in the shade Sun Beige. I'm going to take a powder brush, just dab a little bit of product and set the rest of my face. If you're a beginner, pressed powder is one thing where you can never go wrong. It's much more forgiving than loose powder where you need to have a little bit of more precise application. To bronze my face, I'm going to be taking the NYX matte bronzer. This is in the shade medium. I'm going to take it on a kind of like a small angle brush, little bit amount of product. And I'm gonna bronze the same areas where we have used the cream bronzer. Also gonna take a little bit on my nose to give myself a nose contour. I don't go with a cream nose contour at all. I'm gonna take the same luxury banana powder and kind of just sharpen the contour edges. After leaving for a couple of minutes, I'm gonna just dust this powder off and it's gonna give me this snatched look. So before my highlighter, I'm gonna straight away get into set this entire face. It's gonna melt all the products and gonna give you a very kind of like a smooth, refreshed look. So I'm gonna go back with my Urban Decay All Nighter and I'm just gonna give myself a quick spritz. And to highlight, I'm going to be taking one of my favorite highlighters. This is Rodeo Drive from Ofra Cosmetics. And I'm going to take a Morphe R36 brush. A little bit on my nose. And around my temples as well. So this is how I do my base, and I'm not going to be doing the rest of my makeup in this video. And I hope you guys have learned a couple of tricks to kind of give yourself this snatched flawless base. If you guys have got any tips for me, please let me know into the comment section below. I would love to hear it from you guys. Also give this video a big like and subscribe to my channel. This really helps me to create more content for you guys, and I'm going to see you guys in my next one.